Alright guys, we are back with our custom created NHL YouTubers GMO with the Toronto Chiefs, and or should I say the Edmonton Oilers, because that's exactly how we play every single for the first 2 years of this series. Once again, we had a promising start, leveling around 500 to start off the year. I think we might have got like 4 or 5 games over 500 at one point, and then once the middle of the season hits, we just completely fall apart. Our goal scoring has pretty much just crumbled to bits, and I don't even know. It's just not working right now. Might have to wait till year three and see what we can do with year three, but we're basically just going to try to finish up the regular season now as quickly as possible, because I don't think we're going to be a playoff team unless something crazy happens. I mean, we have one of the toughest schedules, I think, to end the year off, and I mean, we got to play Boston right now, so I don't think that's going to happen, but you never know. Crazier shit has happened, but I'm not expecting anything. So here's we go. Game against Boston, first period. 1-1. Chris Kelly on Bacon. Owe gets one on Tuukka Rask. Second period. Up 1-1 tie. Going into the third period. Against the Bruins, power play. Not going to happen there. 10 minutes to go. Power play again. Long ass power play. Couldn't capitalize on it. We do push the Bruins to overtime and push them to a shootout. And we do win in shootouts. Sully ripping out the Dangs, and we do manage to get a surprising win, I think, over one of the Eastern Conference's top teams, the Boston Bruins. So away from Clapperton and Deke, and Sully gets the only goal in the shootout. So we do win over the Bruins 2-1. So that's surprising. The Marlies are starting to climb back into it as well. They're on a pretty good. They're starting to win some games. All right, so here we go against the Grand Rapids Griffins. First period, 0-0. Second period, 2-0. Ferraro and Pokinen. And third period, 4-0. Shanahan and Sproul. So Grand Rapids Griffins, one of the best teams in the AHL, personally. All right, now we move on here to a game against the Tampa Bay Lightning, who are pretty much have the swapped win-loss ratio of us. So they're 22-20-5. We're 20-22-5. All right, so game here against Tampa. See if we get a win here. First period against Tampa, 0-0. 12 shots to 7. Second period, 1-0. All right, Tuber gets one on Ben Bishop. They got Ben Bishop in that. You know how good he is in this game. I don't know if he's that good in GM mode, but I know he's a beast in Hut. 10 minutes to go. I don't know. Oh, can we get a win here? Can we get a win? Oh my God, we get a shutout. We beat the Boston Bruins and we shut out the Tampa Bay Lightning. What the hell is going on here? We might be making I don't want to jinx it or anything, but that's two very good games in a row. Tuber from Dobbs and Deke, and that's 2 wins in a row over two top teams in the Eastern Conference, actually, Boston and Tampa. So we've won 2 in a row now, after losing like 6 in a row. All right, so Toronto Marlies once again. Game here against the Chicago Wolves. All right, first period, 1-0 to Tanaski. Second period, up. And third period, up. We tied it up. We'll go there from J. Lau and Jake Allen. Overtime, shootout. Hey, Matt Roberts gets the goal in the shootout, and the Toronto Marlies win that game 2-1. Nicely done. J. Lau from AJB, and then Matt Roberts only goal in the shootout. Nicely done. All right, so game here against the Ottawa Senators, a team in our division. Probably should be a team we probably want to beat. Honestly, any team we face now, we want to beat them. So Bacon is in net, and Craig Anderson in the net for Ottawa. 27-16-5 for Ottawa. They look like a pretty good team this year. So see if we can continue on here. We won 2 in a row. See if we can keep it going. First period, 1-0. All right, Johnny Superbman gets one of Craig Anderson. 16-5 on shots. So we're definitely outplaying Ottawa. Second period, 2-1. Okay, power play goal for Clapperton. Tanguay makes it 2-1, but 2-1 lead for us going into the third. All right, 3-1. Clapperton gets a goal. All right, power play for Ottawa. Good penalty kill. Power play for Ottawa. Good penalty kill. Power play for us. All right, power play for us. And wow, look at this. 3 wins in a row now for the Toronto Chiefs. We've knocked off Boston, we've knocked off Tampa Bay, and we've knocked off Ottawa. I don't know. Superbman from Tactics, Clapperton from Lamb Chops, and Clappy from Lamb Chops and Superman. So Clappy, I think, had 2 points. Lamb Chops had 2 assists again. Johnny had 2 points as well. So a lot of players with 2 points there. And 3-game winning streak, and we've gotten back to 500. Just keep going. I'm not going to change anything. I'm not going to change anything for the rest of the season. Oh, whoops. I do remember I have to switch out the AHL guys. I do have to put the other guys in. Mobby, let me go do that right now. All right, so we want to edit lines for the AHL team. So we want to take off. All right, take off the bottom guys, and then once, like I said, we'll take off the bottom guys, and we'll see where we sit. So let's see. So we'll scratch. Yeah. Okay, so we want to play Haxers, and we'll scratch Cedar Point guy. And Haxers will go in there. Want to scratch Josian. And we want to play Hebsky. Want to scratch Jake. And we want to play Z-Crowns. And is there anybody else that needs to play? 2nd Regiment Royal is the only other guy, so we'll scratch. We'll scratch AJ. Scratch AJ and put Z-Crown, not Z-Crowns, Royal in there. There we go. Okay, so Royal gets put in there, and yeah, that's basically it. Power play, leave it the same. 4-man penalty kill now. I just need to put some two-way forwards in there, I guess. Penalty kill. Josian, you're a grinder. You can go in there. And, oh, wait a minute. Josian, are you scratched? No, you're not scratched, right? You are. You're supposed to be scratched. I don't know why. Josian's supposed to be scratched. Okay. Penalty killer here. I need a forward. Matt Roberts, why not? And then, oh, whoops, so you're taking face-offs. Can't put you in there. Austin, kill some penalties, and then, J-Lau, why not? 3-man penalty kill, yep, that's fine. 4-on-4. Yep, and then I just need a center. Doesn't matter. Kyle, you can take there. Extra attacker, good. Goaltenders, good. Alright, so they're all switched out. Alright, so Chiefs are on a 3-game winning streak now going into Nashville. See if we can continue to roll here. I don't know. Some of the guys on this team do have some good poise, so that might play into a factor here. Who knows? So first period against Nashville, 1-0. Savvy gets a goal on Dubnik. Alright, so they're on the power play to start the second. Alright, second period, 3-0. Tactics on the power play and Decosaurus Rex. 3-0 lead over the Nashville Predators. Power play, good penalty kill. And, okay, this is crazy. Okay, I thought my game is lagging there. I'm getting the good old PVR lag here on GM mode. And we get a shutout of the Nashville Predators, 3-0. What the hell is going on with our team right now? What the hell is going on? Savvy gets goal there from Brent and Owe. Tactics from Lamb Chops and Owe, and then Deke from Dobbs and Tuber. What the hell is going on with the Chiefs right now? We're on a 4-game winning streak after the All-Star break. Beating Boston, beating Tampa, beating Ottawa, beating Nashville. Well, Nashville wasn't the toughest team, but still, we've won 4 in a row. We've won 4 in a row right now. This is crazy. All right, so the Marlies should start to drop off some games right now, even though they were trying to get back to 500, but it doesn't look like it. Looks very scary. First period, they scored 3 goals. Irish Rowe, Kane, and Matt Roberts. Second period, third period, 4-2. There you go. Mold goal and an empty netter. Good win there, 4-2. Only 18 shots on net. Average Pro from Flow Show, Kane from Average Pro and Dilsey, Flow Show from Mogul and Sykes, and then Mogul from Sykes and myself. So, good game there. Richard had a nice game in net. And now we go to play the Boston Bruins once again. Rask and Bacon in the net. We're on a 4-game winning streak. Now, if we can beat Boston again, that'll be insane, because we do have a home game right now. So here we go. First period against Boston. 0-0 to 13-10 on shots. Second period, 1-0. Milan Lucic gets a snapshot past Bacon. All right, so it's a 1-0 lead for Boston going into the third here. 10 minutes to go. Can we tie it up? Power play. Nope, that'll be it. Brian Campbell gets one for them. Looks like they traded for Brian Campbell. And that'll do it. So 3-0 win for Boston, empty netter for Daniel Winnick. And I'll do it. So once again, not a bad game against Boston. I'm not gonna lie, it was a good game. Offense didn't show up there, but I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't a bad game against Boston. Limiting them to really only like 2 goals. Offense didn't show up, but that's fine. I don't expect us to make the playoffs anyway, but no, it's good to get those nice little win streaks. All right, so Norfolk again, first period, 2-0. Gillies and Nosen. Second period, 3-0. Third period, yep, saw that one coming. I expect those kind of games from the Marlies when I switch everybody out. All right, Florida, 23-23-5 for the Chiefs. All right, so Florida is above 500 team. Once again, don't expect us to win this game, but it would be nice if we do. So here we go. First period against Florida, 2-1. All right, we got a lead. Cruiser, Scotty Upshaw got one, but then Oway. So they have Smelly in that 21 shots on us in the first period. Good Lord. All right, so Smelly, Bacon might have his work cut out for him this game. All right, second period, 2-1, 35-12 on shots. Bacon might be able to have a really good game here. Power play, good penalty kill. Power play for us. Power play again. There you go. Goal there from Lamb Chops on Smelly. 3-1 lead for the Chiefs, and we're gonna take this game over Florida 3-1. Oh my God, we've won 5 of 6 now. We've won our last 5 of 6. Cruiser from Deke. Away from Flash and Flopfish. Wow, that's Flopfish's first points in a while. And then Lamb Chops from Superman and Clapperton. So Bacon with another good game in there. Bacon's poise might be coming in clutch right here, and we have another win 3-1 over the Panthers. I mean, we've won 5 of 6. I don't know. We could make a case for ourselves. I don't expect us to, because I still think we're way, way too far behind. Our schedule is really tough. But once again, you never know. Crazier shit has happened. So the Rangers are a team we have to be if we want to continue it here. But let's keep going. Let's keep going, guys. Our team's playing good. I'm not going to touch anything. See if we can get it here. Game against the Rangers. First period, 2-0 lead over the Rangers. Sully puts the team on his back and gets 2 goals there past Henrik Lundqvist. Remember, Henrik Lundqvist had like that 42 safe shutout of us last time. So Sully ripping out the dangs early. 2 goals pretty much from the same spot. Nicely done. Second period. Oh my good fucking Lord. How do you let up 5 goals in the second period? God damn it, man. God damn it, Smelly. Smelly had a good first, and then he just let it up. JT Miller, Brad Richards, Carl Hagelin, Dominic Moore, and Benoit Pouliot. CHF gets one. The game just doesn't want us to beat the Rangers, I guess. 5-3 lead, 5 goals. Hold on. CHF gets one past Lundqvist. 16 minutes left. Come on, it could be a shoot around. Power play, good penalty kill. Come on. Could we tie it up maybe? 5 minutes to go. Power play for the Rangers. Nope, Lundqvist will just shut us down in the third period. Empty netter for Mark Stahl. And that'll do it. Game doesn't want us to beat the Rangers, I guess. 5 goals in the second period. Man, oh man, Smelly. That was a shit game for you, bud. That was a bad one. That was a bad game for you. I should have put Bacon in there. He's actually been playing pretty good as of late. I should just roll with Bacon now. Should roll with Bacon. He's been playing better. So I'll lock in Bacon in this game against the Blues. Blues are a good team. But once again, don't expect us to make the playoffs, but getting these wins are nice. All right, so first period against St. Louis, 1-0. Flash Davin gets one on Halak. Nicely done. 13-7 on shots. Second period, 3-2. Jesus, man. These second periods are killing us. Brendan Morrow, Derek Roy, and then Alex Petrangelo. Clapperton gets a power play goal, but man, second game in a row, we just collapsed in the second period. Power play, nope. Power play for St. Louis. Good penalty kill, but doesn't look like we're going to get a goal here in the third. Nope. No siree. 2 second period collapses in a row, letting up 3 goals in the second that game, and then letting up 2 in the 5 in the previous game. That's just not how you're gonna win games, and that's just the season we've had. Looks like we're good. It's just full of lies. Our season's full of lies. We go on a 4-game, win 5 of 6, and then just drop 2 like that. It's just weird. First period here, 2-1, nicely done. Second period, 3-3, and third period, hey, Kane gets one in the third to win us that game. Nicely done. What's the Marlies at? 19, 24-3. Yeah, they're climbing back, man. They're trying to do a valiant job to climb back in the AHL, trying to get towards 500. I like that work effort they're putting in. All right, Columbus is not a good team. Not a good team, but I expect us to lose this game. Here we go. First period, nothing, 17-4 on shots. Yep, they're definitely the better team. Second period, yep, 2-0. Foligno and Jack Johnson on a power play. Power play for us, not gonna happen. But see, here it comes. We win 5 of 6 with great offense, and now we just completely shriveled up again. Like, we get shut out by Columbus of all teams, who are under 500 by like crazy amounts, and now it's just 3 losses in a row. Yep. It's just a weird season, man. Just a weird season. It's all too predictable again. What do you want me to say? It's predictable. All right, so 24-3. We beat them. We beat Hamilton that game. Wow. So Marlies, they're doing a good job. They're trying to fight back to 500. I'm liking it. All right, so first period against Abbotsford, nothing. Second period, 2-0. Yep, and 4-0. Never mind. They got shot right back down. All right, Montreal. How much time are we running at for this one? 15 minutes. Yep, we'll just keep going here. Just keep going. All right, game against Montreal. First period, 0-0. 7-12. Second period, 1-0. Savvy gets one on Peter Budaj. So we got 1-0 lead going into the third against Montreal. 15 to go. 10 to go. Power play. Long-ass power play. 5-on-3. Yeah, I was expecting us to score on that. Deke gets a power play goal there. And we beat the Montreal Canadiens 2-0. Somebody got a shutout again. And who was that? That would be Bacon Country getting a shutout. Savvy, X-Tech Diego, Deke from Superman Diego. So Diego had 2 points that game. 2-0 win over the Canadiens. I mean, we're beating these teams that are like 500, but just think if we at least got 2 of those wins against these 2 games. Like, if we would have won that Rangers game, if we didn't let up 5 goals in the third period, if we would have only let up maybe like 3, we would have won that game. St. Louis Blues only let up 1 goal in that second period, we would have won that game. That one you can't blame because there was no offense, but what are you going to do? All right, now we're taking on the Norfolk Admirals. The Milwaukee Admirals. I keep saying Norfolk. All right, so first period against Milwaukee, 1-1. Mulgool gets one. Second period, 2-1. Third, 4-2. All right, 47 shots they put on that. Dear God. Mold Sykes me. Flow Show Sykes Dilsey. All right, so game here against Tampa Bay. Once again, we beat them last time. See if we can get it. Tampa's won 7 in a row. Lovely. They've won 7 in a row. We're at home, though, so maybe we can get a win here. First period against Tampa, 1-0. Brett Connolly, yep, 10-9. Second period, yep, 1-0 still. 1-0 still. And there's third period collapse. Teddy Purcell, yep, here it comes. Nikita Kucherov, just pour it on, Tampa. Just pour it on. Yep, there he goes. Sammy Sallow. Pull Bacon, please. Coach, hopefully the coach pulled Bacon. Yep. Third period, 3 goals in the third. And no offense to show for it. Yep. All too predictable. Anders Lindback gets the win there for Tampa. Yeah, we're just trying to get the season done with as quickly as possible. All right, Texas Stars now. First period, 3-1. Royal gets the only goal for them. Second period, 5-2. Crazy Canuck gets one. Third, 7-2. Oh, I forgot to put Alucard in. Whoopsies. I'll go do that right now, actually. Put Paul in there. There we go. Alright, game here against the Dallas Stars now. 25-27-5. Alright, Dallas is a below 500 team. Can pull out a win here, maybe. That'd be nice. Here we go. First period against Dallas, 3-0. All right, Oway gets 2 goals, and Sully gets 1. Christopher Nilstorp they have in that. All right, this might be easy win. Only 8 shots, so got that good ice tilt going. Second period. Oh man, this simulation is just so bad, isn't it? Chasen, Skeever, Chasen, Sagan. Oh my God. Power play 5-on-3, 5-on-4. Can't get it done. And Dylan gets one on Smelly. there's nothing I could do but just sit here and shake my head at this shitty simulation engine. It's so bad sometimes. It's so bad. It really is. It really is. 4 goal. You guys literally seen it. This video where our goaltenders we've had a lead, and our goaltenders have literally given up 5 goals, 3 goals, and 4 goals in the second period in 3 separate games, and they've ultimately cost us the game. We have 3 goal lead, and we blow it. Like that's just the kind of shit. That's just the kind of shit I don't like about the EA Sports and the simulation engine at all. I know they want to kind of fight. They want a team like that would want to fight back into the game, down 3-0, but you don't expect a team like that to score 4 goals and then eventually end up with 6 and get the win out of it. Like, you just don't see something like that happening. You don't see something like that happening. You have a 3-goal lead, like you expect to win the game. But what are you going to do? EA Sports, it's in the game. All right. Play game here against St. Louis. Here we go. First period, 2-0. Berglund and Oshie. Smelly gets a start again. Second period, nope. And 2-0. Lead for the Blues over the Chiefs. And there goes another one. Berglund, 3-0. 10 minutes to go, that'll do it. Offense isn't going to show up to the game. Once again, 4-0, Chris Stewart. And there we go, 4-0 shutout of the Blues. Ryan Miller, of course, in the net. Gets that win. And 3 losses in a row. I'm just going to skip over that AHL game. Don't really care, just want to get the regular season done and did with. We're not even at the trade deadline yet. I think the trade deadline actually is like right about here, isn't it? Yeah, it's this week. All right. So Minnesota, let's sim this game up. How much time we got? 21 minutes. Yeah, I'll end it after this game. All right. First period against Minnesota, 0-0. Second period, 2-0. All right. Cruiser and Tactics get 2 past Gustafsson. And power play for us, 2-0 lead. Looks like we're gonna win this game. Yep, another shutout, 3-0, empty net for Deke. Empty net for Deke, and we win that game 3-0 over Minnesota. See, like, then we get 3 goal score and we get a shutout from Bacon that game. So it's just weird. It's just weird. Weird ass season. All right, well, we're at 26, 29, and 5. I mean, we won 6 of 5 in a row there. We were looking pretty good, but then just where did we win that? We won off of the All-Star game. We won 6 of 5, and then dropped 3 in a row. Won another one, dropped 3 in a row, and then won another one again. So, whatever. Weird ass season. Don't think we're going to be making the playoffs. If I look at the points, Bacon's up there in save percentage again, 6th in the league. Goals and assist team standings. We're still in last place. We're still a good 8 points behind, 6 points, 7 points. 8? Yeah, it's 8 points behind Detroit for a wild card spot. So if we want to keep winning, I mean, we got to beat teams like Buffalo, Montreal, Florida, and Detroit. But what are you going to do? So that'll do it there. I'm not even going to take a look at stats. I'll probably just finish up the regular season in the next episode, maybe. I don't know how many games we have left. Not that many, so we can probably get it done. So thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed, leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe as always. Toronto Chiefs 26, 29, and 5. Marlies 21, 29, and 3. Probably going to end off the year in the next episode, hopefully, and get ready for year 3, I guess. So thanks for watching, guys. Take it easy.